My name is Ugwem and Tobi. I am a tech entrepreneur.
I am Tobi Shomi, and I manage an engineering group for a consulting firm that focuses on commercial building energy efficiency and sustainable building designs.
We were looking for a destination that was accessible. So we had family flying from all over the world. So from the US, across Africa, across Europe. And we wanted a destination wedding, but we weren't quite sure whether we wanted something that was like beachy. We maybe wanted something that felt a bit more historic and timeless as well. And so Barbados had a lot of historical sites and venues that we quickly fell in love with. And then when we actually came to visit, it was the people who made us fall in love with it to a whole new level. So I think it's a combination of location, accessibility, the diverse types of venues we were able to pick from, and then the cherry on top of the cake was the people and the culture. So when Tobi and I met, I was working in Houston, as was he, but I knew I was going to be leaving Houston in about a year to go back to graduate school and leaving to California, so quite the distance. And so as part of the goodbye, he agreed to drive me. We road trip across the US to California to help me move. We both actually thought this, but didn't say it to one another, was that we'd end up wanting to kill each other by the end of the trip.
If you can imagine being in a car for, I don't know how many hours, countless hours.
Driving across the country. So, but ironically, we had a blast.
One of the neat things is she got to know a little bit more about, I like to hike, I like to be adventurous, I like the outdoors. At that time, she was more of, shopping and restaurants and
air conditioning.
So we both enjoyed learning about each other during that trip, and I think that helped us grow even more as a couple and partners.
So Tobi and I are both of Nigerian heritage, and so we've always had a big interest in history in general, but I think that with advancing technology and the ability to better dive through historical records, we're starting to see more and more how a lot of us, especially in the diaspora, are more connected than we think. And the archives gives us this incredible opportunity to take what we see as maybe slight cultural similarities and actually kind of better understand where that all comes from and better understand all of our genuine connectedness. And so I've always been interested in seeing, what that history actually looks like and really being able to look at those records. I had seen on Pinterest the St James Parish Church, and it was stunning. And that was just images on a computer. So I actually flew down to Barbados on a quick whim, a couple of days, to actually visually see the church, as well as also look at potential reception locations. And within seeing the church and meeting the Reverend and again some of the church staff, totally fell in love with it and fell in love with the history of the location and of the church. And it just felt like a place that you didn't need to dress up. It was really beautiful and elegant on its own, and again, very timeless. We were then looking for a location for the reception and wanted something, again, not too beachy, but that was very rich, beautiful, showed a lot of the natural terrain and beauty of the environment. And so that's how we identified Sandy Lane Hotel and Country Club, which was just a few minutes away from the church, and really gave us the aesthetic we were looking for.
Yep. I am most excited about seeing you walk down the aisle in your dress.
Oh, that's lovely. I thought he was going to say cake because we were just talking about cake.
The cake is number 2.
Cake's number 2. Thank you. You get an extra piece of cake.
The lemon berry. That's what we were talking about a little bit ago.
Yeah. So, and I think I'm just most excited about obviously also seeing him at the end of the aisle, but having all of our family around us and having them experience Barbados with us. So we had an event planner that would definitely know how to like curate the type of wedding we wanted, but hiring a local planner really kind of made it easier for us to understand how to navigate the island and how to find the best, florist and all of that kind of stuff. So having someone on ground was fantastic. One of the greatest things about our experience planning the wedding has been the hospitality. There's such a great culture and culture of like support and excitement when it comes to people who are interested in visiting Barbados and learning about Barbados. And so we had folks that were working with the tourism industry, BTMI, who are helping us find awesome activities for our guests so we could really curate a great experience for our guests throughout the weekend. And so we also could learn as much as possible about Barbados, and that just made this whole wedding planning process all the more better, and we've really enjoyed that element of it.
Yeah, definitely want to say thank you to the support that we've received across the board, and it's been really helpful.